Well, hello again. This past week we've been studying and taking a look at Mark 1:14 to 20. And that passage is all about Jesus calling his first disciples, Simon and Andrew, and then James and John. And in that passage, he called them on the seashore. He called them as they were fishing to leave their nets behind, leave their family and comforts and life behind in order to follow him and become a disciple. And I think oftentimes we look at that moment, the whole leaving our nets behind, leaving a life of comfort and security behind in order to become a full-in disciple. And I think we look at the example of these men and we think, wow, I don't know if I could be that obedient. I don't know if I could be that faithful. I don't know if I would be willing to leave my whole entire life behind. And I think when we only look at that moment on the seashore of leaving their nets behind, I think we miss a big point to the whole gospel narrative. Because if we look at these disciples' whole lives, we don't see only that one moment of faithfully following. Discipleship for these men over their whole lives meant learning, but it also meant stumbling. It meant failing. It meant misunderstanding and backsliding and even abandoning Jesus. And I think we have something to glean from that too. That a life of discipleship is a journey of faith. And it means learning and faithfully following, but it will include stumbling, misunderstanding, backsliding, failing, falling down and getting back up again. Because that's what a life of faith is. And that's okay. Jesus didn't call them to be perfect. He simply called them to come and join him in his mission. That is the gift of discipleship and the gift of faith. Simply called to follow, not called to be perfectly obedient all the time. So let us take heart in that faith that we've been given. Have a good week.